Lowered expectations. Welcome to a special edition of Lowered Expectations. I'm your host for the evening, Drew Peacock, and we are here to find a new co-host for the greatest wrestling-style commentary and review podcast ever, Smark Guys. For the uninitiated, Smark Guys is a show that was created when a slightly incredibly gay man named Phil Burnell, who once worked at a helicopter company over a decade ago,
8 hours later,
and then decided to join forces with John Rambo to discuss the goings-on of the things in the ring. Since their nasty breakup and subsequent revival of the show, Phil has tried the best. Now how about the rest? The King of Snakes is looking to lure another in to help analyze the many different ways sweaty men grab, hold, caress, dominate, whisper sweet spots into one another's ears, and submit to one another while usually wearing nothing but underwear and covered in oil. I think I may need a fresh change of trousers after this. Oh my. Our first candidate comes all the way from... Wow, this gentleman is from a robust country that is home of the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Lady and gentlemen, please welcome Adolfo Kistler. Wait, Kistler? The name is hard to make out. Someone wrote over it with a pen. Oh well. Adolfo, welcome to the show. That name sounds really familiar, though. Have you been in anything that anyone has seen? Okay, then. It says here that you've been a fan of wrestling for a good while. About how long have you been a fan?
13 Jahren.
I see. I assume that you probably have some favorite wrestlers. Are there any that you care to share?
Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Burgdorf.
I haven't heard of those guys. They must be some backyard indie jobbers or something. Well, how about a tag team then?
Steiners.
Oh, the Steiners were a great tag team. I always hated how the NWO treated them back in WCW.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
You know, your voice sounds really familiar. Is there something that I recognize you from?
Nein, nein!
Whoa. Simmer down. No need to get your jigglies in a puff. Let's shift gears here. One of the things that happens on Smark Guys, or any of Phil's content really, is there's a lot of trolling and the destruction of reputations and livelihoods.
Was hätten Sie überhaupt noch mehr zerstören können?
I know. I don't know what more there is to destroy. It's like they're just trying to shut down everything Phil has built up over a 16-plus year-long career, where he...
Much later.
But they want to kill his business.
Warum haben Sie es dann nicht schon bisher getan?
Probably because, I don't know, maybe it's because...
Da müssten Ihre Programme schlecht gewesen sein.
You know, you're right. They just couldn't cut it. What would you bring to the table if you were selected as the new co-host? Do you think your Austrian style of commentary would make a comfy addition to the show?
An Tage, an denen Sie die beiden Ideen in eine einzige verschmelzen, sind Sie unbesiegbar.
That's awfully presumptuous to think that you'd be invincible. Well, let me ask you this then. How much would you expect to pull in support, numbers-wise?
Aber nicht die Zahl ist es, die entscheidet, sondern Ihr innerer Wert.
I'm pretty sure that Phil wouldn't see it that way. Yet he went to a business school and got a business degree.
Ich war nie auf einer Akademie.
Okay, well, I think that's about all the time that we have with Mr. Adolf... Oh, crap. I just realized who you are.
Nein, 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 nein!
Okay, go to break. Go to break now.
Sie werden es saufen in Ihrem eigenen Blut!
Okay, wow. Welcome back to Lowered Expectations. Drew Peacock, once again, trying to find the co-hostest with the mostest to keep Smart Guys afloatstest. God, who writes these atrociously bad jokes? Steve, did you put this shit in there? Damn it. Oh well. Our next candidate comes to us from the South. Georgia, to be exact. There's a lot of big names that hail from Georgia, like Double A Arn Anderson, Frosty Balls himself, Glacier, some leathery cunt named Terry Bollea, and wouldn't you know it, the great Ron Simmons. Damn. So welcome from Georgia, Iosif Jugashvili? What in the hell? That does not sound like a name from the South. Iosif, welcome. I'd shake your hand, but it looks a little bit small. Well, anyway, how are you?
Товарищи, разрешите выразить благодарность.
Ooh, that's not the southern drawl that I was expecting. Guys, are you sure this guy is from Georgia? Oh, that Georgia? Crap. Okay. Yosef, I had some other questions lined up about wrestling for you, namely about Southern wrestling, but I guess I'll change it up on the fly. Russia has had some really notable wrestlers. Guys like Boris Alexiev, Crusher Khrushchev, or even tag teams like the Bolsheviks. Do you happen to have any favorites?
Всем братским партиям и группам.
Uh-huh. All of them, you say? Guys, I got nothing to go on here. Okay, fuck it, we'll do it live. Yosef, the viewers of Smart Guys are important to the show. What do you think about a prospective audience?
Для нас особенно ценно это доверие.
I most certainly agree. With their trust, you'd be able to get their support. Do you think that their trust is enough to sustain a show, though? Do you think that trust can pay the 2 big bills?
Это неверно.
What do you mean by that?
Было бы ошибочно думать, что наша партия не нуждается больше в поддержке.
Guys, where did you find this guy? The first guy was bad enough. Oh, I see. Phil believes that support is very much required, especially through tips.
То это была поддержка.
And super chats and memberships.
То это есть поддержка.
With any luck, both hosts having good back and forth with each other, the viewers won't feel like they're confined in a gulag and be forced to support the entire time and can just enjoy the show, right?
Наша партия всегда нуждались и будут нуждаться и поддержке братских народов за рубежом.
Always need that support? So like it never ends? What happened to the times where the goal could be hit and then you could just stop begging?
Но это было. Теперь совсем другое дело.
Oh, what, Steve? Ask him about how to handle detract. Oh, Yosef. Smark Guys tends to come under heavy scrutiny from a rogue element on the internet made up of dickless, brainless, mouth-drooling, mentally stunted dunces. What is your preferred coping mechanism for handling these types of cretins?
Наша задача будет состоять в том, чтобы истребить всех немцев до единого.
Mr. Yosef, who said anything about Germans? Stand by. Steve, you said his name was really what? Joseph what? He's Stalling? Stalin? Is Joseph Stalin?
Если немцы хотят иметь истребительную войну, они ее получат.
Jesus Christ, go to break, go to break. Good God, Steve, do you even vet these people before you bring them on? What do you mean you had no idea he was another dictator responsible for millions of deaths? What person from America, Georgia has a name like Jugashvili? God, figure it out, Steve. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Lowered Expectations, where we have our last dope as the last hope to end all the cope and lead Smart Guys to new heights. Our final guest this evening was born here in the good old U.S. of A. in Cincinnati, Ohio. You're sure about this one, Steve? You sure it's not fucking Cincinnati, Cambodia or something? God almighty. Anyways, welcome to the stage, Charles Maddox. Charles, I'm so happy to have you here with us. On my notes here it says that you have... Wow, you've been a wrestling fan for a very long time, is that correct?
Yeah,
And how long have you been a wrestling fan exactly?
34 years.
That's pretty impressive. What would you say is your favorite aspect about wrestling? Is it the storytelling? Is it the greasy, sweaty, grunting, muscly men?
It teaches you things.
Well, all right then. Well, how about we switch focus?
Would you want to go anywhere?
Excuse me? Did I want to go somewhere?
Yeah.
I didn't want to go anywhere, Charles. I just wanted to ask you a few things.
Did you have any thoughts about something?
No, Mr. Maddox, I think you may have misunderstood
I
that.
understand myself, and I can deal with that.
Steve, where did you find this guy? This guy is a pain in the
Oh, I don't know pain. I don't know pain. I have no depth of pain. I have no depth of suffering. I don't know ridicule.
Please, Charles, please, let me move forward positively here, okay?
Sure.
All right. It says here that you were let go from your previous call-in show for making racial slurs. What happened there?
I hadn't done anything wrong. People didn't want to hear it.
Okay. But you were able to come back to YouTube, though, correct?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that cloud of negativity that seems to follow you around? Like, how do you prevent yourself from lashing out again?
Again? Well, you guys are misinformed. I haven't killed anyone.
Who said anything about killing anyone, Charles?
The whales are being killed.
Whales? What about the whales? Don't you like whales?
Oh, I like them. Yeah, they're nice. They're put together well and everything, and they're soft and spongy. Yeah, they're nice. As long as they keep their mouth shut and do what they're supposed to do.
My God, Steve, I swear to God, I will make you the co-host of this fucking Pollock show if you don't get me out of here.
Well, I've been up and down these damn hallways, in and out of these nut wards for the last 10 years. You think you could follow that act? I'm playing for my life.
Steve, what do you mean his last name's not Maddox? It's Manson? This is Charles fucking Manson? Gotta get him out of here.
I heard you said you were Jesus. I said, no, man, I ain't said that. He said, I'm glad. He said, I'm damn glad. I said, why? I said, okay.
Well, folks, I'm sorry that the best we can come up with for the show were literally Hitler, Stalin, and a cult leader. I mean, it's not like Phil would resort to auditioning a wife beater, a bigger beggar than him, and another white supremacist, right? It couldn't possibly get any worse than that. Oh, what now?
Hello, WWE.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Starship and the champ. The champ is here.
You know what? Fuck it. This ain't worth it. Your guys' catering sucks. I don't care if they cancel your dumb gay show.
Love.